Good morning, all. Third in the series of videos on our trailer. Quite a lot's been happening since I last did a video. Sort of been really busy with life. So I thought I'd just run you through with sprayed a bit of undercoat around the situation. Probably noticed since we got some rope rails on and obviously a front axle in it. With some spring hangers there all tied down. So just running around. We're bolted in, as I mentioned before. I love my slipper springs rather than the rockers, and that plate there is our wear plate, and that protects our chassis. Vice versa, this one's got the same. So everything's looking good there. Dirty great big hole in the bottom of the tray. You might be asking, what the heck is that? So we'll just run through here. Obviously a normal tray. This square hole is actually for a 200 litre water tank. So one of those blue tanks that you buy from, the markets or on Marketplace or wherever. This trailer I designed to have a 200 litre water tank, but I wanted it part of the inside the back of the trailer, mainly because it cost me $25, whereas if you put 200 litres underneath a chassis, which you've got the room here for it and all that sort of stuff, it's just exponentially dearer. So that was the reason why I did it. I've boxed this section out because the tank is actually going to sit lower than the tray. So if it leaks, it will naturally run out onto the ground rather than running through our toolbox and what have you. So that's the reason for the square. It's slightly offset, and it's offset to the right by approximately 100 mil. And that just gives us more room on one side to put toolboxes and what have you. And then on this particular side here, if we need to, we've got room for things like if you want to hide batteries or whatever the case would be, we can do it down there. So I've been spraying some that black zinc paint around. I like spraying that over my welds. It just stops them from rusting. And as we sort of progress, she's all sort of coming to shape. Down here on the front of the trailer, the rope rails stop, and they stop forward of this section, and the whole purpose is that the tyre can spin, or the front axle can spin without hitting the rope rail. But that also leaves a problem where you don't have a rope position to go over the top of your toolbox. So needless to say, there we are there. We tow out the front. So anything that needs to be roped down gets roped over the front of the trailer. So the item actually comes forward of the toolbox and gets tied down, and then it comes back to wherever it needs to be down here. So this is the trailer. It's just about ready to be turned over. So effectively everything's welded from underneath. We could have done it in position, but I've decided to do it this way, and we'll turn it over so we can start working on the top. And then things like the toolboxes, we'll get all that done. So I got my lights and that sort of stuff. Got them off Fleabay. I'll just see if I can grab one or two of them for you. So they're going to go in here. So little round ones, but the two of them sit together, which is really, really good. And then obviously I'll have another set up on the top of the rail as well. So that's the trailer. I'm going to start turning this sucker over and start working on the top. Thanks, Dad.